What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country that you need to know about here on a daily basis, including your money, investing, the stock market, the fourth stimulus package update, stimulus check update, and daily news. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, make sure to click the subscribe button down below. It's completely free to do so. I will keep you up to date here with everything going on here in our country. And boy, we're off to a wonderful start here yet again, as Senator Joe Manchin has done it yet again. This guy changes his mind like he changes pants. Yeah. What's that quote from Katy Perry? You know, you change your clothes like what's that quote from Katy Perry? I think it's something like you change your mind like a girl changes clothes. This is literally Senator Joe Manchin. Well, yeah, so I'll give you the quick rundown of Senator Joe Manchin here, and then also we'll go over $2,000 stimulus checks going out to some seniors, and then also some $200 stimulus checks going out to some people here as well. We'll go over that in this video. If you've been watching my channel, you know that there are stimulus checks going out to people all around the country, multiple different states. In fact, I just did a video with over 20 different states that are sending out stimulus checks. I'll link you to that video here at the end of this video because literally states are flush with cash. I just did a video here in the last video or two that said the federal government actually paid down the federal deficit by $1.7 trillion already. So despite Joe Manchin and the Republicans and Democrats not getting along, they have still been able to pay down the federal deficit by $1.7 trillion. This is because unemployment has gone down and inflation has gone up. I don't figure that one out. But a lot of people have gone back to work, so more tax revenue is coming in. And because of the last stimulus package, $350 billion went out to all 50 states. And a lot of states are sending that money back out in the form of stimulus checks, tax rebate checks, property tax rebate checks, and different forms of stimulus checks. In fact, I'll show you a couple more that are going out here in this video after we go over Senator Joe Manchin's big news, right? We'll go over the details of that here in just a moment. But a lot of people are just getting more types of stimulus check coming out from states, cities, and counties here. And they continue to go out. And there's going to be more that continue to go out here this entire year. And I'll keep you up to date here on those as well and what the federal government might do here as well for inflation relief. But let's get to Senator Joe Manchin. You know, he's the Democrat. Is he a Democrat? Is Joe Manchin a Democrat? Yeah, even my wife's not sure. You let me know your thoughts here in the comments. But here's his big news of the day.
Senator Joe Manchin has dealt another blow to Democrats on President Biden's domestic agenda. Last night, Manchin and his staff-led Democratic leadership know that he would not support climate and tax provisions in a major bill they've been negotiating, according to a Democrat briefed on the conversations. Joining us now is NBC News senior national political reporter Sahil Kapoor. Sahil, good morning. Where does this leave the Democrats' hope of passing any significant economic package?
Well, Jose, there's no doubt that this is a devastating blow to what remains of President Biden's agenda, dealt at the hands of one Democrat, the centrist West Virginian Joe Manchin, who informed Democratic leadership yesterday that he is not willing to support major climate funding or tax increases on upper earners and corporations as part of a reconciliation bill that would need to pass in the next month and a half. That's when Democratic leaders believe it has to get done before the clock runs out. And it's particularly frustrating, even angering to Democrats, because these are the three components, or two of the three components that Senator Manchin himself had put on the table as part of slimmer negotiations, climate funding, and taxes, and they believe he has reversed course on this. Now
note here that Senator Joe Manchin has not nixed the entire package. This is what a lot of people are going to misconstrue and not understand at first glance, okay? He has nixed support for the climate issues, the climate spending, and the tax hikes for right now. Okay, he says that we will reconvene on it here shortly. You could see the big headlines are a little bit misleading on this as well, as he says. I'll get to some details here in a moment. But these are major issues for a lot of Americans for a couple different reasons. Number one, and it really just depends on which poll, but as you can see from this headline here, two-thirds of Americans think that government should do more on climate. And Joe Manchin thinks no. Now, remember here that the whole New York Times article that uncovered, investigated, and exposed Senator Joe Manchin, um, that he owns part of a coal mine and earned millions of dollars on West Virginians and charged them millions of dollars more than they should have, and used his political influence to do so. And it's the last coal mine in existence in the state that even is still functioning. Yeah. And now you can see another article here by Politico, how Manchin used politics to protect his family coal company, how he earned millions of dollars over 3 decades and has used his political positions to protect the fuel from laws and regulations that has threatened his family's business. Yeah, in fact, I did a video on this after the New York Times came out with this article. And I mean, when you're on the headlines of the New York Times, that's a pretty serious stuff here. And now, Joe Manchin's coming out saying, yeah, he doesn't want to support the climate change portion of the bill. Does that seem ironic to you? Does that seem like there's a reason for that? Now, this wouldn't be an issue if the Democrats didn't need every single Democrat to vote for this in the Senate. But they need every single Democrat. If they had any extra votes at all, they wouldn't need Joe Manchin. But they need his vote. So that's why one particular person is important here. Yeah. Yeah. And really, a lot of these climate issues have to do with energy as well. And you look at energy prices, gas prices, and electricity prices here, those all go hand in hand. Okay. So if you don't really believe in climate, do you believe in electricity prices? Do you believe in gas prices? All these do go hand in hand. Electricity prices have been soaring. As you can see here from the Wall Street Journal, why your electric bill is soaring and likely to go higher. Yeah, but Joe Manchin doesn't want to vote for it. He owns a dirty coal mine and is making millions and millions of dollars and charging more than the going rate and just getting away with it. Yeah. Yeah. Let me know your thoughts here on this. But nonetheless, when we go back here, he's not blowing up the whole package, just this climate issues, which could bring down electricity prices and other energy prices. It could promote, solar, wind, natural gas, other types of clean energy that Joe Manchin would be completely against because it would go against the dirty energy that he owns, which is kind of ironic, right? And he's against the tax hikes for large corporations and potentially wealthy individuals. Well, maybe like himself, because, Joe Manchin is estimated to be worth at least $12 million. So, yeah, You let me know your thoughts here in the comments. And he makes millions of dollars off that coal mine. Yeah. So the package isn't dead, just these couple provisions here. He wants to protect companies like Amazon, who went years and years and years paying zero taxes. And then, you could see a headline here from this year. Amazon avoids more than $5 billion in corporate taxes. And after years of paying zero taxes, now they report only a 6% tax rate on $35 billion of US income. He doesn't think that companies like this need to pay higher taxes, even though they only pay 6% tax rate now on $35 billion. 6% tax rate is too high. That's high enough on $35 billion, right? Yeah, Amazon, like the largest corporation in the world, or one of them. Yeah. So I mean, you let me know your thoughts here in the comments, but Joe Manchin changes his mind like, we change clothes. So literally next week he'll be saying he's back on board and he's willing to vote yes. So really, who knows? We might just have to catch him on a good week. Remember, he did vote yes on the last stimulus package, which had the $1,400 stimulus checks, the rent assistance, the mortgage assistance, the child tax credits. Him and Kirsten Sinema both voted yes on that last year. So who knows? Who knows when it actually comes around to time? Maybe they're just waiting for the election time to make it nice and juicy around time when it's actually time. I don't know. You let me know your thoughts. Or maybe he's just stalling out the clock so that his coal mine will keep running for years and years and years. I'll link you to the video I did. I think I talked about it the other day, but I forgot to link to it. I'll remember to link to it here at the end of this video about the Joe Manchin, because I covered a video on him with more details about the coal mine and the New York Times story that they did. I covered some details on it. I'll link you to that video here I did recently. But meanwhile, states are sending out checks, tax income checks, tax rebate checks. Literally every single week, there's more and more checks going out to people, and in this case, seniors. Check this out. First up, the state of Minnesota. Thousands of Americans can apply for up to $2,000 bonus payments now. See if you're eligible and the exact date it closes. Yeah, veterans, let me zoom this in here. Veterans can now apply for a bonus payment as a token of gratitude from the Minnesota Department of Veterans Affairs, the VA. Hopefully we see this from more states going forward. Would be amazing, and I like to see this starting here. Let me know if you're a veteran, if you have any. I have several veterans in my family. My brother's a veteran. One of my grandpas was a veteran, and was actually at Pearl Harbor just a few days before it happened. But as you can see here, Governor Tim Walz announced last week that veterans who served during the global war on terrorism can apply for a bonus payment from the state. Yeah. Veterans in Minnesota can now apply for a bonus of up to $2,000. The $2,000 bonuses will act as a way to recognize their service. $2,000, not bad. I mean, that's a decent amount, right? It's a good amount. The post 9/11 Veteran Service Bonus Program was signed into law during the 2022 legislative session. It set aside $25 million for service bonuses to post 9/11 era veterans and Gold Star families. This is the first veteran omnibus bill signed in the state that included funding for a service bonus payable to eligible veterans who served from September 11th, 2001 to August 30th, 2021. Yeah, so note those dates there. There are 3 tiers of payments for veterans or members who are currently serving or served between those dates, 2001 and 2021. $600 for those who did not receive any of the following medals. And you can see these different medals here. $600 for those who did not receive any of those medals. $1,200 for those who were awarded any of the following medals. So if you received any of these following medals, you get $1,200. And if you received any of these following medals or um, awards below, you can receive $2,000. $2,000. Yeah, so congratulations to anybody can get this, and thank you for serving our country. Hopefully we see more states do this, especially now that this has come out here. There's actually several different things here. Applications open July 30th and will run until June 30th, 2024, or until funds have been exhausted. So go and apply as soon as possible. I also have an article from CBS News here as well. Also, so that's the state of Minnesota. Also, I have the state of New York here. Seniors in New York to be sent one-time $200 stimulus check payment as well. Some New York seniors can expect some extra cash through a one-time payment of $200 as inflation rises. The payments will come from Onondaga County. I'm probably saying that wrong here, but yeah, it's Onondaga County. Maybe that's a little bit closer. Onondaga County. Yeah, that's an interesting name. Unless you live there, you probably say it all the time. But which Scott's legislature unanimously approved the payments at this week's meeting. Remember, the stimulus money went out to states, cities, and counties. In counties. So in this case, the county is sending out money. Those include eligible seniors who are currently receiving the New York State Enhanced Star Exemption. When we're looking at cost of everything, there's cost is going up. There's not a lot of flexibility. And even if they give them a bump in Social Security, they want to give them more. And this is going to be as you can see here, seniors in New York to be sent a one-time $200 stimulus check payment here. So we're continuing to see more and more states, cities, and counties send out these inflation relief stimulus checks. Yeah, so let me know your thoughts here in the comments, and I will keep you up to date here with everything going on here in our country that you need to know about. I'll tell you the truth about what's going on in Congress and in our country on a daily basis. So make sure to subscribe down below to our YouTube channel. It's completely free to do so, and click the bell icon so you get notifications when we go live with new videos. It's 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can click here to see that video about Joe Manchin being exposed by the New York Times and the details of that. That's a really good video. If you haven't seen that, click that video next. And here's a video about 20 different states that are getting stimulus checks, and if you might get one here as well. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.